Hello and welcome to this video for the game Mothergunship. I recently got this game off the Epic Store for free. I'm not much of a bullet hell kind of person really, but when I saw the little trailer video of what the game was actually like, I was somewhat intrigued, and since it was cheap as free, I thought, what the hell. So rather than doing an Elite Dangerous video this Friday, I thought instead I would show you what this Mothergunship game is like. Most of the videos I do are Elite Dangerous related, but since I'm currently out in the Black exploring and I'm live streaming that on Sundays, the only way to vary the content would be to use the older video files I have, and since there have recently been updates and have fixed a lot of the bugs that are present in those videos, I don't want to use them because I feel it would be unfair to present the game with bugs that have been removed now. For the time being then, my Friday videos will be more varied, and if I should happen to come across something interesting during my explorations and record it, then I'll put it into a video. So I'll take a little look at this Mothergunship game, which I've played a little of during the week. It's a first person shooter bullet hell game with crazy customizable guns. That's pretty much the only way to describe it. And you may be thinking, do I really want a first person bullet hell game with unfeasible and unrealistic customizable guns? Well, all I can say is don't knock it until you've seen it, because the answer just may be, yes, I do. Right, so I've already done a few of the missions, so this is the little sort of headquarters that we're in. It was still somewhat plagued by these sort of spam hollow ads. Just ignore them. Right, so before we go into the missions actually, I'll show you the gun customization. So between missions, notice that the movement is pretty nippy and quick. I have to say, after playing this and going back to playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, I felt like I was moving incredibly slowly afterwards. But you need to be able to, and this is without even increasing my movement speed. You see, between missions, when you rank up with experience, you can make these improvements to your character. So I've already gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels, and you'll see that I've put 4 of them in my health and 1 of them in the starting jumps, because you can double jump, triple jump, quadruple jump in the game. So, but you'll see I haven't put anything into movement speed. I don't know that I can cope with moving any faster really. So yeah, just see, you can jump and jump and jump. Right, so this is basically like a gun lab. You can't take the guns out of this room anywhere other than to the range, and you can try them out. So I just want to show you the gun customization here. So you get a left hand gun and a right hand gun. If you ever played as Gunzerker in Borderlands, well, Borderlands 2, because you didn't get a Gunzerker class in the original Borderlands. Yeah, if you've ever played as the Gunzerker, you'll know the joy of basically having 2 ridiculous guns going sort of full blast at the same time and just spraying bullets everywhere, or even things that aren't actually even bullets anymore, and what fun that can be. So you start off here with like a single socket, and you click on this arrow. So there are 3 types of component that go into making a gun. You've got connectors, barrels, and what are called caps. So connectors are pretty much what they sound like. If you've ever played one of those construction toys like that made out of like straws and things, the connectors would be the things that aren't the straws that you slot in the ends of the straws into. So for example, if I stick this connector 3 box on here for example, like so, we now have 3 sockets. However, only one of them faces forwards. Now there are very few rules when it comes to building a gun, but the 2 important ones are 1. Barrels must face forwards, and 2. Parts can't clash into each other because they take up physical space. So I'll be able to demonstrate that by continuing to build this gun. So we click on the front here. You can connect connectors onto each other if you should want. And there are cases where you would definitely want. But for now, I'm going to put a barrel on the front of this connector. So these are the business end of the gun. They do the damage. They also have a power requirement, and here you can see what damage they do, what the fire rate is, and what the crit chance is. There are various different types of gun that fire different things. So for example, you've got your energy stream, mini rockets, shotguns, chain guns, saw blade launchers, energy orbs, flamethrowers. That's just a small selection. That's not everything. Sadly, I don't have everything to play with here. So let's stick a saw blade launcher on. Okay, bit of a funny choice. As you can see, it's quite big, but I could have rotated it round so it was vertical in orientation, and orientation does matter in certain circumstances where you're trying to avoid a clash. When I click on one of these other sockets, you can see I can't put, it says collision conflict. You can see there that putting a blaster on there would clash with the saw blade. As it turns out, even if it wouldn't clash physically, it wouldn't matter because you can't stick a barrel on that part of the connector on that socket. It's not facing forwards. This is forwards, that's not forwards, but we can stick a cap on there. Now the caps alter the behaviour of the gun. They're like little modules that alter the behaviour in some way. For example, blazing repeater increases the fire rate, pressure booster increases the velocity and gives pushback. So if we put a pressure booster on there, and it also increases the amount of power that you have to use every time you fire the gun. But you can see that will fit on there quite nicely. It doesn't clash with the saw blade launcher, so we'll stick that on. But I could rotate it if I wanted. If I rotated it, that would clash. Oh, that's funny. Right, but that way around it's fine. Right. Anyway, and then on the top here, I can put another cap. That's really all I could put there. So if I put a lava container on there, or I could put a gravity generator on there, that would increase the gravity, which means whatever I'm firing out will drop quicker, but it'll add a bounce, so it'll bounce off surfaces. The ricochet mode will just add the bounce, so we can fit that on. So, and we can call that a gun and finish the crafting. I'll make another gun on here. I'm going to go ham on this one, just to show you what's possible. So we'll go to the connectors here. So put a 3-line connector on here, and then put a connector on there, maybe like that. So we've got 2 connectors now. I've got 4 forward-facing. Got 4 forward-facing bits, but just spreads them out a bit more. I'm probably not going to be able to use that central one, but we'll see how we get on. So yeah, if I just stick another oval one on there now, I've got 4 that I could possibly use. Okay, so now it's time to start sticking some barrels on. So stick a heavy blaster on there. You can see they're quite large. We can put 2 of those on. Let's put energy stream on there. Not really giving this much thought. And mini rockets, why not? Right. So as you can see, so far this is going to cost 16 energy just to fire this gun once, because it's an absolute monster. Right. So if we exit, now I've got these equipped, we'll go into the range. So you see, I'm just firing that's the sword, not the swords, the saws. It should be ricochet, there you go, you see the ricochet there. And this also got the monster gun on my left hand side of this. But you can see it's run out of energy and I have to wait for it to reload. Up down on the left hand side of the okay. I think that's enough of that. So you get the idea. Now as soon as I walk out of here, these guns are going to disappear. See, it lets you try things out and see how you might want to design a gun, so that later on when you're in a mission and you've got the opportunity to build, you might want to build it. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing in this game, to be honest. I mean, if you look on the HUD that I've got at the moment, and the top left hand corner, you'll see there's a little yellow number 206 and there's a little purple number 3415, and they obviously relate to things that I've been collecting. I think the purple thing has something to do with my XP level, but I'm not sure. And as for the yellow thing, I haven't got a clue. It might become obvious later on in the game. So we've basically got like a main sort of quest progression, if you will, like a main line of missions, which the next one of which would be this one. These are the main mission. And then we have these side missions which are supposed to help me in some way, probably by allowing me to rank up my XP, but also by you get more of these yellow things that add to that yellow number. First I thought maybe there was something to do with health because of the universal symbol for health, the plus sign, but I don't think it's got anything to do with health now, as I come to think of it. It just makes that yellow number get bigger, and I don't know what the yellow number's even for. I could look it up, and at some point I might. But what should we do? Should we do a patrol ship, or should we go for the main mission? Let's do a patrol ship. I'll either succeed rapidly or fail rapidly. It shouldn't take too long either way, I would have thought. Ideal for one of these. So when you're doing your missions, if it's anything other than one where there's sort of sponsored gear, you get to choose your loadout, and here I've got 4 loadout slots, so I get to take some things with me, and then during the mission I'll get to go shopping for extra bits. So what shall we take? Let's see what's on offer here. There aren't any of my favourite type of connector. I'll take a 2 oval connector, and I'll take a 3 box connector. I'll take a couple of barrels and a cap, I think. Let's see which ones we've got here. Try and take a chain gun. Take a rapid blaster. Let's look at the caps. We'll take a pressure booster. That might help. Right. So the first thing we have to do before we head inside is build our guns. So we've got the bits that we picked up. So let's start off. Now you could just stick a barrel straight onto that socket, you don't have to have a connector there. But I picked up a couple of connectors so I can put one on each gun. So do that. So we'll stick a barrel on here, stick the chain gun on there. Cap on that. Okay, good for that gun. And then for the other gun, use the rapid blaster on that. And if we later on we can pick up another barrel and stick it on there or something. Right. Okay, we've got our 2 guns. 1. You can see the threat level there. It's going to get a bit frenetic once we're in here. It's called bullet hell for a reason. So you won't see any enemies. When I go in, they'll sort of digistruct the enemies in, and then all hell break loose and there'll be bits of bullets flying everywhere. You have to get inside the energy shield here. You can't shoot through it. Oops! I can't believe it. I died in the first room.
All of us in front of the enemy.
And in front of the audience as well. Dear me. So I lose all the gun parts that I took with me. That was pretty embarrassing. The rooms are kind of, I believe, procedurally generated. They're sort of random. So they've got a number of random elements in them. For example, in that case, it was like a platform with energy shield around it that I had to jump onto to get through the energy shield, which didn't give me much room for dodging, unfortunately. But you know. So like I said, we'd either fail quickly or succeed quickly. Succeeding would have taken longer than that though. 2 minutes is probably the fastest I've ever failed. May well represent the additional pressure of recording the video.
You're back! So, I was looking through Joe's Arms and Armory seasonal catalog. I didn't see a death recombobulator anywhere.
No? I was sure that was where I ordered it from.
If it's their hot new item, they sure aren't advertising it.
Huh. Weird.
Okay. The death recombobulator is what they used to put me back together again after I fail. There's like a plot and stuff. I recommend you play the game if you want to know about the plot though. I ain't spoiling it for you. Right, so this is an example of one of these side missions that actually comes with the sponsored by Joe's Arms and Armory. So the loadout's fixed.
Sometimes our contract with Joe's Arms and Armory requires the use of certain parts. It's really whatever their marketing department is pushing that day.
You don't have to use them, but you have to bring them with you.
So it says you don't have to use them. Yeah, what are you going to do? Run around punching everything with your fists until you can buy the weapons you do want? Like, come on. Oops, just ignore that. Maybe I'll edit that bit out. Or maybe I won't. Okay. So let's craft guns with the gun parts we've got. Let's see what we've been brought with us. Right, so that's my favourite connector, the 3 triangle one. Looks a bit like a fidget spinner. That's not why I like it. I don't even own a fidget spinner, but I like it because you can usually get 3 barrels on it without them getting in the way of each other. That's what I like about it. So stick a rapid blaster on it. Ooh, spike ball launcher. Well, no, that would be ridiculous. We'll stick the energy fireworks on. That could be good. Right, so call that a gun. On here, we've got a 5-box connector. We'll use that and stick the spike ball launcher on the front there. It's huge. That's probably the biggest barrel there is, and you don't come across them that often. They fire spiky balls. They're a bit of a weird projectile to get the hang of firing, to be honest. Bullets being the easiest to understand, and everything else is just kind of like playing around with it. I've got some that I like and some that I haven't even tried yet. So. Right, so this will be a bit easier because it's only threat level 1.1. Okay, here we go. See, there were like pickups. What's all this coming down from the ceiling? Oh. That's molten lava, you don't want to get in any of that. Now, what I could do is I could go straight through there and skip the rest of this room. I don't want to do that because there's actually a shop. That's another way out, which is, it's got a dice on there, which I think means like the type of room you get afterwards is even more random. But we can go to the shop now. Jump over the lava. So we're picking up some coins. We've got 3 coins. So one of the things you can usually buy is 20 health, but that'll cost 2. What are we doing for health? Lost 3 notches. Oh no, we haven't lost any notches. Those are extra notches. Well, that was a waste of 2 coins. Oh well. Sometimes it's difficult with the extra notches because they look like a lighter colour. Oh well, see what else we can buy. Heavy energy string connected to solid blazing repeater. 23 box pressure booster. Right. Maybe stick a pressure booster on the spike ball thing. Go. Cool. Oh well, live with that. Right. Right, so let's leave through this door. Don't think I've ever been in a room like this before. Conveyor belt on it. This is new. Oh, what the heck are those? Like beetles. I'm in the lava. There. Oh no, I'm dead.
I'm not mad at you.
That was awful.
Just disappointed.
Oh dear me. I'm mad at me. I'm mad and disappointed. Mad in the American sense. I should have done better. I should have done better. Right.
Jasper was right. There was no catalog listing for the recombobulator, and no matching service number in their database. Where the heck did I get this magic reincarnation device?
Maybe it was a special thing only loyal customers got.
Right. Well, let's have another go at the Joe's Arms and Armory mission. This will be different this time as well. And the stuff we get will be different.
Sometimes our contract with Joe's Arms and Armory...
Yeah, we've heard that before. Right, skip through all that. I'd like to show you what happens when you actually succeed. That's also a thing I'd like to show you. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh, we've only got 2. The energy stream and energy fireworks. Okay. Stick the energy stream on the right hand gun, I guess. What have we got in the way of caps? Stick with that for now. Makes more sense to... Wait a minute, what did I do that for? No, I didn't mean to do that. So if you want to take something off, you can do that as well. It's, just have to switch modes. So I wanted to put the 2-oval connector on, that's what I wanted to do. Yes, energy fireworks. And for now we'll put that module on the bottom there. So okay. Let's try this out, see how we get on. You can see why I'm not a bullet hell type of person. Oh, really? Oof. Okay, so that's that for this room, it would seem. Right. Now, you'll notice that this door out has cross sabers on it. That means the next room will be a challenge room. Don't think we want to do a challenge room right yet, do we? Oh, but then again, this is a video. So, I will show you a challenge room. Just for you. No, I hate. You can always look at your stats so far, 8 enemies killed, etc, etc. So, don't use a right hand gun for 6 seconds. That's the challenge. Right. See why I don't like them? Like, make life more difficult for yourself. I'm finding this game too easy, surely. Completed the challenge, oh yeah. Okay. We're good, we're good. So let's get some extra things. Right, so we'll get another connector. We'll get the rockets. And we'll get the anti-grav generator. Save the other coins. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a bit of rejigging here, I think. Right, so we'll start off here. Barrels. We might not have to do any rejigging actually. I'll just stick the anti-grav generator onto this one for now. Keep that. Right. Wait a minute. Gravity -3. Do I really want gravity -3 for this gun? I don't even know what effect minus gravity will have. Oh, I don't know. Let's just try that. Got rockets and an energy stream, I think, on there. So the energy stream won't be affected by the gravity anyway, I don't think. But the rockets definitely would be. So now the rockets will fly further, which will probably make it easier to aim with both weapons on the same gun. Oh, what's this? Oh! You get an extra bonus coin for having done the challenge, I guess. Maybe I'll stop hating challenges. Section of the room often spawn. I was really thinking I don't need that jelly container because most of the jelly container creates like a little sort of sticky patch that can stop things on the ground. These sort of bounce you, as you can see. So That's a way out. That's another way out. And there was that roll the dice way out down there. Just come out this way. Didn't see a shop in that room. Right, don't know what's down there. Don't think we want to find out. Right, okay, we're in the shop. Okay. And what can we do here? Ooh, machine gun. So, I think we can improve on this gun. First thing we'll do is we'll remove the sprayer from there, and then we'll add this extra socket here, and put the machine gun on, and then rotate that round. That'll fit in nicely. Okay, I think there aren't any other barrels in here other than the saw blade launcher. Honestly, we're running out of energy just firing these guns as it is, so I think we should probably stick with things as they are. Just top my health up. Right. Shall we go through the roll the dice door? Let's go through the roll the dice door then. So that tells you something, but I haven't quite learned the symbolic logic of these alien ships quite yet. I think it was telling me something about those red spike balls. I don't know whether they're a benefit to me or a hazard to me. Of course, normally I don't get them. Oh. Hopefully, they're a benefit. Okay, right. Let's see what we've got here. Mini rockets, machine gun, energy burst, energy burst. Now then, we'll get this. We'll get this. We can improve on this gun now. Take that off there. Put this connector on. Oh wait a minute, I needed to rotate that round. Hold on a second. Let's take it off. Right, so rotate that. There we go. Yes. Wait, no. Oh, I've put the wrong thing on. Right, there we go. Right. Connector. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Right, so stick the extra barrel on there, and stick the anti-grav generator on there. Zip that one up a bit. So that one's 13. That's 10.8. haven't even finished this room. Right. So those random red spiky balls was like the roll the dice effect, and that must have been what the logo represented. Oh! The extra barrel I thought is being affected by the anti-gravity, like sending stuff into the sky. Not where I'm aiming at. Which is a little bit weird. That was close. Watch out for those lava streams. Right. There's another level up there. I've got very little health left. Let's hope there's a shop up there. No? I don't know what I'm doing here. Looking around. There's a door. I've got very little health left. I think you have to get through to the 10th room basically. Yeah. That right hand gun's a bit bonkers now, to be honest. Like they weren't already bonkers, but you know what I mean, like relatively bonkers. Okay. Yeah. It's down here. Oof. Okay. Got a couple of challenge rooms down there. Facility power core ahead. That's... Whoops. What's a clue? Ah, it looks like it's challenge room or challenge room basically. So, we're nearly there. Challenge, terminate security. Whatever that means. I did it! I did it! Yes! Only just. Boy, I've got like 1 pip of health left. We made it to the end!
Nicely done.
Okay. Contractually obligated surplus mission. That's like one of the easiest missions and we only just made it. Of course, that's largely a result of my having very little skill at this type of game, but you only get better by practice. So we collected all these gun parts, we don't lose them, which is nice. I think they sort of get kept for future use. Oh. So I think the yellow thing is like how many coins you've collected. Like that you didn't spend and you bring them back, but what you can use them for I don't know. So far there's no real way to use them. So maybe it's just for bragging rights, I don't know. Right, so I'm not sure if I actually leveled up and got another of those purple pips. Let's see. No, I don't quite have one. 3 XP to next level. I thought it looked like the bar had filled up, but I didn't see it sort of trip over into the next level, so that was a bit confusing, but that's because I'm like 3 XP points off leveling. Right. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so that's Mothergunship basically. At least it's Mothergunship as far as I've got with it. And I know we didn't even attempt the main mission there, but that's probably just because I know I would fail. But you got to keep practicing, got to keep giving it a go and trying to get better. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know if you were hoping for an Elite Dangerous video, apologies, but the live stream is where the Elite Dangerous action is at the moment, because I'm still busy exploring, and exploring is exploring. When I'm in the bubble and I can do like different missions and try stuff out in the bubble, it makes more sense to do the videos then. But until I return to civilization, my Friday videos may be a selection of various games, and with perhaps the occasional Elite Dangerous video if I come across something worth recording during my explorations, which I may do. You never know what's out there. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everybody says it. I say it because it's important, because we all make the content to be seen, and the algorithm needs you to hit those buttons, so go ahead and do it please. Thank you. Bye for now.